Hey everyone. I kind of feel like there's a shortage of games that are just made to just be fun games these days. It used to be back in the day that games were just made to be games, but games today are often more about telling a story, and I don't know anything against stories in games, but I sometimes feel like games sort of lose the sight of just being a fun game to play. Like games are often about grinding and building up your character stats through repetitive grinding, or they're about telling a story, or they're about some kind of strategy. But what happened to just simple little fun games? So here's a fun little game, which I think I found this, if I remember right, I found this on TIG Source, TIG Source. Remember TIG Source? It used to be a good source of indie game news some years ago, and then it kind of became inactive. But I think I found this game in a post there, and it's obviously in Japanese, except for the word ninja. I like how I like how there is apparently no Japanese translation for words like ninja and ninjutsu when those are actually Japanese words. Like there's literally no Japanese word for a Japanese word, at least according to this. I mean, I'm assuming that's why they render these things in Romaji instead of Japanese. Oh, and Ninja Ball Quest. I guess there's no Japanese word for Ninja Ball Quest. I don't know Japanese, so I can't read this. I'm sorry, but if anyone knows Japanese, then feel free to translate what this is saying. Dokoro Ninja. Dokoro Ninja is the final boss. I believe Dokoro is the Japanese word for skull. And I'm probably not going to get far enough to show that in this video, but if you ever reach the Dokoro Master, if you ever reach the Dokoro Ninja, you'll see why he's called Dokoro Ninja, because he throws skulls at you. So I'm not going to wait for this to finish. Let's go ahead and see what options we have. So we have the option to start the game, or game the start, actually, apparently. We can continue, which I can't do because this is the new copy of the game, so I don't have any. This is where you pick up from a level that you've previously reached, but this is a new copy of the game, so I don't have any previous levels that I've reached. So let's go to the options. So options, let's see. Difficulty. So we have easy and we have normal. I'll set it to easy because even on easy, it's kind of difficult for me. This is a challenging game. I wouldn't say this is necessarily a teeth-grindingly difficult game. It's not like a rage game, but it is very challenging in that classical sort of way that, that classic sort of Nintendo fun games are. I mean, it's not a Nintendo game, but, in the way that arcade games, action games like this are. Background music quality, we have high, middle, low, and off. Let's go and leave it on high. Sound effect can be on or off. Let's leave it on. Screen size, 640 480, 640 480 fixed. Full screen or 320 by 240. I'll go ahead and leave it at 640 480. Spoiler, it's actually at 800 by 600, even though it says 640 by 480. Frame skip, let's leave that off. And I'm playing with the keyboard. Let's check the keyboard settings. So key for left can be left, key for right can be right, key for up can be up, key for down can be down. And then attack can be Z or Z, that's okay. Jump can be X, dash can be C, and shield. I'm not good at using a shield because it's, I'm not good at coordinating the shield. And then start, pause can be space, that's fine. Okay, so we have the 4 arrow keys, and then we have ZXCA. Press any key to finish. Okay, let's go ahead then and game start. So this is kind of, you'll see right away, this is kind of like an Arkanoid breakout style game, but the difference is that you can dash like that. So if I press C, in this case I configured C to be the dash key, you do a little dash like that. And what that enables you to do is it enables you to dash through enemies and other hazards. So the trick of the game is basically that you can warp through enemies like that by dashing through them. And then when the level's done, you collect that thing, and this is like a laser thing that allows you to shoot up all the blocks. So you see, the way that it works is, the focus here is not so much on eliminating all the blocks. Like in most Arkanoid games, the focus is to eliminate the blocks, but here the focus is to eliminate the enemies. So you hit the enemies with the ball, and then you fight them with your sword. Fight me in real life, bro. You fight them in real life with your sword on the ground. And see, if they get too close, you can just dash through them to get to the other side of them. It takes some while to get used to, One thing I like about this game, it has that property which is kind of difficult to master in games like this. It rewards practice. Like, a lot of games are just kind of simple button mashing, and you can play the games for a long time. That pickup I just got restored some of my life, because I lost a bit of life by getting hit twice, so that restored one of my life points. If you're full on life points, then the pickups just give you more points, but like more score. But because I'd lost a couple of life points, that restored one of my life points. So yeah, a lot of games are just like, they're not very skill focused. I mean, you may need some skill to do them, but a lot of it is just stuff like, again, like mashing buttons or just timing. But this game has sort of subtleties to it that do reward. I think the game does reward getting good. That whole get good thing. If you get good at this game, it actually rewards you. And that is a property that I kind of like in games like this, where it actually you feel like you really get a payoff for getting better. Like you feel like you actually have really gotten good at the game. I don't know how much I've played this game. I haven't played this game every day of my life, but see this guy now. Oh, I got rid of that guy. It's been a while since I played this game, but I just suddenly thought about this game for some reason, and thought maybe I should make a video about it, because it's not very well known. There are not a lot of YouTube videos about this game for some reason, and it's kind of a cool game. I mean, it's a very simple game, but that's what I like about it. It's just a simple action game. There's not really much story. I mean, okay, there was that story in Japanese, which I couldn't read because it was in Japanese. But it's not about advancing a story. And again, I have nothing against story in games. I mean, I like games with good stories too. But sometimes you just want to play a silly little fun game that's nothing but just it's just about the game. And that's this. That's what this is. That's what this is good for. So, yeah, see that gray guy there? He will kind of lunge at you with his sword if you're in front of him. So the attack strategy that you need with him is to get behind him. You have to dash behind him and then hit him from behind. So this is the first boss level. So what are we doing here? Yeah, see, this guy shoots those green things at you, and he will shoot other things at us later. Brazzers. No, I'm just kidding. He doesn't shoot that at us. But we'll see what he is in a bit if I can successfully get rid of these two purple guys who are waiting here. Alright, here we go. This is the actual boss fight now. So this is the Chanoyu Master. Now, I forget what Chanoyu is. I believe it's a type of soup. It's something to do with cooking, I guess. So it's like some kind of dish, some kind of Japanese dish, I believe. And so what this guy is doing is he's cooking with his little pot, or whatever he's got in front of him. So the boss fights have two stages. That was the first stage, and this is the second stage. It's still fairly easy until that happens. Yeah, I got hit there. So when that happens, you have to dash through one of those green lines. Like, you can't just walk through. Yeah, see, here, there you go. That's how you do it. You have to dash out of the way and then dash back in to keep shooting at him. This dashing saves you from, it prevents you from taking damage. And he drops 3 pickups. Again, the pickups will restore your life points if you are missing life points, otherwise they'll just give you score points, which don't do anything except add to your score. Oh yeah, now we have these purple guys who, yeah, like that. That was a pickup that just gave me 500 points because I'm already at full life health. Alright, let's see. Yeah, see, that guy lunges at you like that, so you have to get behind him like that. That's how you have to do it. So see, this guy will lunge again. I dash. Whoops, I was... That was very badly done. I was too far away from him when I started the dash, so I dashed onto him instead of behind him. That was my mistake. So yeah, we have a new enemy here, this purple guy who just falls to the ground, and he will start shooting. He'll start throwing shurikens at you if you let him. But you have to. So you have to be quick. You have to quickly dispatch him before he throws shurikens at you. So this is basically the game. I mean, it's a fairly basic. It starts off seeming like a fairly basic Arkanoid game, but like I said, the goal here is not to shoot out all the bricks, but to get rid of all these enemies. And once you do that, then the level's basically over, and you get that laser thing that lets you just easily shoot out all the remaining bricks in the level. And I am playing this on the easy level, but I don't want to brag, like I don't want to overestimate myself here, but I feel like I am making this look easier than it is. Because I have played this game for a bit. Like I said, I don't know how long I played this game for. I just recently thought about this game and started playing it again after a long time, like years of not playing it. And I guess it's kind of like, yeah, this guy, whoops. So this guy actually floats above, and you need to jump up and hit him like that. I did not handle that well at all. I did that very badly. Ooh. See, it gets annoying when, like, several of them come down at once, because then you've got, like, this whole gangbang of guys who are just piling on top of you. It's easy to do them one at a time. It's difficult when you have multiple enemies coming down at once. There we go. That's how you're supposed to do that guy. There we go. That's right. Dash behind him like that, and then hit him from behind. Again, I feel like I'm making it look kind of easy just because it's actually fairly difficult. This is just the result of practice, and it's like that's why I said, you know, I feel like this game has actually rewarded my playing it, because I feel like I'm actually not excellent, like I'm not world class, but I have actually developed some skill at this game, and it just kind of, you know, you get that feeling of just like, hey, I'm actually kind of getting good. Like, you notice you're kind of getting good at a game. It's kind of satisfying when you realize that the game is going well because of your skill and not just because of luck or because of grinding. Like, it's not like an RPG where you're doing well because you've spent like months grinding up your character. It's going well because you've actually spent time developing your real life skill. So this boss is, I believe, if I remember right, let's see, who's this guy? This is the Origami Master. So if I remember right, this guy creates 3 different... Well, first he does these purple paper cranes, and also you can just throw that round block at you, which it's just a block. Look at these cranes come down, and you have to shoot them, and they have a health meter, and you have to wear down the health meter until they disappear. So this is his first stage. In his second stage, he will start creating different origami spells. Yeah, here we go. This is the second stage. Whoops. So you have to do it like this. I stay in the middle and then quickly dash to the side if he's... oh, wait, no. I'm thinking of something else. No, yeah. Duh. Origami is not writing. Origami is paper folding. What I was saying was, I was thinking of the writing master. There's a guy who later, like, writes stuff down, but that's not this guy. That's something else. So this is how you do that. And that thing that comes down, that thing at the top there that just came down, for some reason it reminds me of the Android logo. I don't know why. Am I the only one who sees the Android logo in that? Again, this is not as easy as it looks. I don't want to brag, but I think this is actually quite difficult, and I'm just handling it well because I've practiced a bit. But I don't know, that might just be my inflated ego. So we're already 2 bosses in, that's not too bad. The 5th boss is that Dokuro Master that we read about in the game's introduction. And I think I've never defeated the 5th boss in my life. In my whole entire life, I've never defeated that 5th boss, the Skull Master. I've come close a couple of times, but I've never actually done it. I think, if I understood that intro correctly, I think after you beat the Dokuro Master, then there's one more Ninja Master that you have to beat. I'm not sure. Or does he turn into the... Or maybe he turns into the Ninja Master, something like that. Actually, maybe I did... Actually, I think I did beat the... I don't remember now. I think I did beat the Dokuro Master once, and then he turns into the Ninja Master, and the Ninja Master is like a boss rush. He basically combines all the attributes of the other bosses in the game, I think. I'm not sure. I did that a long time ago. I just kind of have that vaguely in my memory. But anyway, you get the idea by now. I think it's pretty clear what the game is like, and the game doesn't change too much from what it's already shown us, because I'm already almost halfway through the game, actually. I'm already in the middle of stage 3, 2, and... Again, I was a little too far away when I started the dash, and so I dashed into him instead of through him. Yeah, I'm still making a lot of noob mistakes. A lot of mistakes which should be... really should be easy to avoid. I'm just, I'm not good at games. Okay, so I just keep knocking that ball into the corner there. I need to change my tactic. You can also just, you don't have to dash into the ball. You can just, like, jump up at the ball, or just deflect the ball normally like that. You don't have to do anything except just move left and right. I just get so impatient that I always want to dash at the ball because it sort of satisfies my natural impatience. But you don't have to dash into the ball to deflect it. You can just stand under it like in Arkanoid and just let it get deflected like that. So we're seeing a new enemy here. That guy third from the left. He is I guess a sumo wrestler. He is kind of difficult to deal with. We'll probably see him in just a bit, assuming that I... Oh no. Oh no. Okay, I died. I got too overwhelmed. I had too much going on at once. Too much of a gangbang. Too much bukkake. I got the guy, but I still lost a life point because I let the ball hit the ground. Oh, here's the sumo wrestler. Okay. I died again. Wow. Yeah, that's just me getting overwhelmed by having too many enemies on the screen at once. Like I said, it's not too hard to do one at a time. It's... Oh. See, so that guy also kind of dashes at you like that, so you... Either, when he's about to dash, you either back away from him, as I did there, or again you can dash through him to get behind him. Both work. I tried to dash and I still touched the guy's sword. Yeah, see, like I said, doing them one at a time is pretty easy. Relatively easy most of the time. Alright, that went much better than the first couple of times. And this is now our last stage before the next boss. Yeah, see, when that guy gets ready to dash at you, whoops, make sure that you dash away. Those purple guys who fall down and stand still, they will throw shurikens at you. I'm just killing them before they get a chance to throw any shurikens, but if you let them sit there a little longer, they will start throwing shurikens at you, and it gets pretty annoying. And yeah, obviously, as you can see, they also throw shurikens at you before you release them. So you have to dodge those as well. Alright, so now we get the next boss. This is the third boss. It is the... What's this guy? Oh, this is the, what's he called? I forget the Japanese word. He's the writing master, I believe. Or is it drawing master? Maybe it's drawing and not writing. I don't know. I thought it was like calligraphy, but I don't know Japanese, so I don't know if this is calligraphy or drawing or what. I think it's calligraphy. We'll see the Japanese name pop up after I get rid of these two purple guys. Assuming I survive, getting rid of the two purple guys. Oh! There we go. Okay, here we go. This is the Shoto Master, so I guess... What is Shoto? Is that writing? Like, is it calligraphy, or... I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, so the pens will shoot those little white balls at you, and the Shoto Master also throws his styluses at you like that, so... Alright, second stage. Here we go. So now see, he starts writing stuff like that. And there are three things. There's that green thing, which is like that. There's the rock, and this is fire. So for fire, you jump like that. There you go. That's how you do the three things. So the green thing you just have to dash through. That's another green thing. I think the green things are the most common. That is fire. So fire, you have to jump. And then that's fire again. Oh, I got hit by the fire. I jumped a little too late. Yeah, see, the game is quite challenging. Even on the easy setting, it's, I mean, I'm not that good at the game, but I'm not a total noob. Like I said, I mean, I have built up some skill at this game. I have some skill at this game. I'm not a total beginner. And even so, it is quite challenging. Even on the easy setting, like on the so-called easy setting, it's still quite challenging. But it's not extreme. Like, that's the thing. I like the balance of the difficulty here. It is a challenging game, but it's not like one of those rage games where you spend, like, hours and hours trying to fight one boss. Although, like I said, I did never defeat the final boss. I've actually never defeated the final boss in my life. Yeah, now that I think about it, I seem to recall something like a boss rush. So I'm assuming that what that was, well, whoa, that got a little crazy there. Alright, here we go, let's try this again. You just gotta get used to dashing into danger. You just have to kind of develop the courage of dashing into danger. If you walk into danger, obviously you'll get hurt. But if you dash into your enemies and hazards and things, then it'll protect you. So you just have to develop the habit of dashing into stuff that hurts you, because the dashing makes you invulnerable. You're invulnerable for that moment that you're dashing. So yeah, the green thing is the most common thing this guy throws at you. That is another green thing. You learn to recognize the symbols even if you don't know Japanese. That rock you can just stay away from. You actually don't really... yeah, I mean, I usually jump when I see the rock like that, but you can't really jump over the rock. You just have to kind of avoid it. Fire you have to jump, but otherwise... There we go, that's fire. That's another green thing. That's another green thing. That's another green thing. There we go, that went pretty well. There we go. So 1 health pickup and then 2 point score pickups because I was only missing 1 life point. There we go. So that's whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Everything went totally wacko there. That was... I was not ready for that. I expected table of contents before ass. But yeah, that's Shadow Break. You've already seen pretty much all that the game is about. I'm debating how much of the game to show, because I'm wondering, should I leave some of the game up to Surprise to encourage people to play the game themselves, or should I do as much of a playthrough as I can? I guess I'll play a little bit longer and see how far I can go. I'm not going to be able to defeat the final boss, but maybe I can at least get to the final boss. That was careless. I just carelessly let that purple guy touch me. That was... Oh. Didn't get to the ball fast enough. I got distracted by the gray guy, and I was whacking... Oh, game over. Game over, man. Okay, but now we can say continue, and on the continue screen we can go to any level that we've already beaten. So we have all the 1 to 1.5, we have 2 1 to 2.5, 3 1 to 3.5, and we left off on 4.2. So let's pick up from 4.2 and keep going. I guess I'll see how far I can play. I should be able to... Oh, whoa, 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 whoop. Okay. Somewhere in there I made an error of judgment, and I'm not even sure what the error of judgment was. Somehow I misjudged one of those enemies. I'm not sure how or why. Too much happening at once. Too much happening for my brain to process it all. So at this rate, I should be able to at least get to the fourth boss. And if I remember right, the fourth boss is not too extremely difficult. Again, he's challenging, but he's not, like, nail-bitingly difficult. So if I can get us to the fourth boss, at least, I think that will be a good run. And if I can take us all the way to the fifth boss, let's see how long. Let's just play for a while. I'll just play for a while longer and see how far we get. But I think, and you can see I'm not using my shield. Like, really, if I press A, hold on, I'll just do it for a second. See, A activates a shield, and it also pauses the game like that. And also you only have a limited number of uses of that, because, see on the right where it says ninjitsu, that ninjitsu power is accumulated by knocking out the blocks. It goes up when you knock out the blocks. And doing stuff like using that shield uses up your ninjitsu power. The dash does not require any ninjitsu power, but the shield does, and so I tend to not use the shield. I've not gotten into the habit of using the shield when I really need it. I probably should. To really be a good player of this game, I guess you need to be able to coordinate your use of the shield as well. But I don't use that key. I just use the swing key to swing the sword, and then jump to jump, and dash to dash. I just use those three keys. Plus the arrow keys, of course. Alright. We are... Whoops. I am making too many silly mistakes. That's okay. I think we'll be okay. We have 3 health points left and only 2 enemies left, so I think we should be able to get through this stage without too much trouble. And again, I find it kind of funny how I always dash at the ball. I don't even really do that consciously. Like, I just unconsciously always dash at the ball. I just feel so aggressive, and I could just receive the ball like that, but just instinctively I always want to dash at the ball and whack it and, you know, send it flying because, you know. There we go. Alright, our fourth boss is, I forget his name, I forget exactly what the Japanese word for him is, but he's like a plant boss. He fights with plants. Like that. That's a flower. So we're seeing flower-based attacks right now. And we will see other plant-based attacks when we get into the actual boss stage. Those flower petals are really annoying because they come right at you. Like, you see, they don't just have like a random path or a predefined pattern. They always go like right where you are, so you really have to avoid them or dash through them. You can't just like... They don't just explode, like they literally home in right on your position. So you have to keep moving. And again, probably dash through them if they form an impediment, which you cannot just avoid. Come on. Come on. Gotten every... There we go. Okay, this is not good. I have only 2 health points. This is probably not going to go well, but... See, so he shoots these flowers down at you, and you basically have to hit the flowers. You have to jump up and hit the white bloom of the flower. The flowers will also shoot things at you. I'm hitting them before they have a chance to do so, but these flowers will actually shoot projectiles at you. Yeah, on easy mode, this is not too bad, because you can kill the flowers before they shoot at you. But yeah, there we go. There's that petal attack again. And he also shoots these blue flowers that walk around, and obviously will hurt you if you touch them, so you have to avoid touching them, and you have to kill those blue flowers when they do show up. Oh, that's that. I'm down to 1 health point now, and he's only like half. He's only like half done, so I've got to... Man. I am not managing this very well. I accidentally dashed into that flower. Okay. I'll try this again, and then You've seen the 4th boss now. There's just the 5th boss after this. The game is nothing new after this. The 5th stage does not introduce any new enemies except for the skull. Wow, I'm really taking a beating here. I am really doing badly here. I think I was focusing more on what I was saying than playing the game. So yeah, the 5th stages of the game do not introduce any new enemies except for the Dokuru boss at the end. Okay, let's see if we can take this guy with just 2 points of health. This is not looking good, but... Oh, okay, now it's... Oh! I was so exuberant at getting that point of health that I lost it by touching that flower. Okay, so now we're back down to 2 points of health. Oh, yeah, see, that's how the flowers shoot at you. Okay. Can we do this? I need to not dash into the blue flower like I did last time. That was just careless. That's interesting. How did I do that? Ah, I dashed into the blue flower again. Oh, man. Okay, I need to focus just a little more. Well, that was a bad start. If anyone's like a super pro at this game and notices that I'm doing something really wrong, let me know. Is there something really wrong with my technique, or is this really just how you play the game? I do not know. I just play it how I figured out how to play it, but I don't know if I'm actually doing the right thing here. So we are doing this boss now with 4 points of health, so we should be in a better position to handle him, hopefully. Alright, so we're at this stage now, and we have, well, now we're down to 3 points of health. Alright, this is not looking too bad. There we go. Yeah, just gotta focus, and yeah, it's usually not too bad. It just seems bad, but when you're in the zone, you know, this is one of those games where you get really into the zone. You just get so plugged into the game. You just get into that real video game trance where you're really just in this zen-like state of being one with the game, and suddenly it just all kind of makes sense. Except when that happens. I mean, yeah, even in this zen-like state, you make mistakes. It's not perfection, but at least you sort of feel this lucidity. You feel the sense of being at one with the game, being kind of in a mental state where you kind of block out distractions and focus on what's happening in the game. Which I guess is one of the big appeals of video games. I guess one of the main reasons why people enjoy these kinds of games is because you do reach that state where you just feel like something more is happening than just playing game. Like you're really in a state of some kind of... It's almost like some kind of... Okay. I was just about to talk about being in a state of Zen enlightenment, and then I got killed. Alright, so it was 5-1. I mean, I guess it's the same thing for any kind of endeavor like this. I mean, I guess it's similar for real-life martial arts. Like, you know, people who do martial arts, when you get really good at it, like when you're really a skilled martial artist... Do people ever say that? Do people say a martial artist? I guess so. When you're a really skilled martial artist, you're not thinking about what you're doing anymore. You're kind of running on autopilot. And you sort of reach this state where you're just so good that you're just so attuned to what you're doing that you no longer have to think about, you no longer reason about why or what or how. You just, your body just acts like a machine. It just works. For some reason I thought that was a purple guy. Somehow I didn't pick up on his color very well. Alright, so this might be getting boring to watch. I apologize. I know this is kind of starting to drag on now. Like I said, these Stage 5 stages don't add anything new. We won't see any new enemies here. We've already seen all the enemies of the game. I just want to see if I can get us to the Dokuro Master, to that final boss, and then... if I can get that far, then I'll be satisfied. I don't think I'll be able to beat that boss, because I've never done so in my life, but... we'll see what happens. I have had moments on these kinds of videos where I've just suddenly done something that I've never done before, or realized something that I've never realized before. Just have this kind of moment of enlightenment, just from talking about it. I guess just talking about it is enough to bring me into that state of awareness where I realize what's actually going on. Kind of similar to that. Rubber ducking, what software developers call rubber ducking, which is basically the practice of explaining your problem to a rubber duck. Because in explaining the problem to the rubber duck, often just through that act of explaining the problem, you realize what the problem is and how to solve it. It's a troubleshooting technique that is associated with software developers, but I guess theoretically you could use it for any life situation. My wife left me. Why did this happen? Explain it to the rubber duck. Maybe you'll understand after you explain it to the rubber duck. Oh no. Oh, this is bad because I've got 3 guys here. Okay, now I've got just 1. Okay, that didn't go as badly as I feared it would. Eight enemies. Oh boy. But they're structured in such a way that we probably won't have... well... okay. 8 enemies is kind of a lot, but they're structured in such a way that I don't think we'll get too many of them at once. We've got, okay, we kind of got 2 of them at once there, but I don't think that'll happen too much in this stage. So let's see how far we can go with this. So this guy comes down now. That was close. The ball almost hit the floor there, but it did not. Here I should probably stop dashing into the ball so much and just send it up, because it keeps flying off to the side in a way that's not really helpful. And I know this is not the kind of game that I would usually feature on my channel. I don't usually play these kinds of action games. I usually do more story-based adventure games. But I like these kinds of games too. And I just wanted to... one thing that I do love doing with my YouTube channel is featuring lesser-known games. I just love the ability to kind of introduce people to games that they've probably not seen before, and just talk about the game for a bit and just kind of show off the game, and just show what it's like to play the game. Something that I've come to really enjoy doing, so I do it occasionally. Alright, so we're 2 stages in. 2 more to go before the boss. That's not too bad, right? I think we can live with that, hopefully. On the normal difficulty setting, enemies take more hits to kill. Those purple guys, I'm killing those purple ninjas before they have a chance to throw a shuriken on the ground. On the normal difficulty setting, you cannot do that. On the normal difficulty setting, they take so many hits that they will throw at least one shuriken at you before you finish killing them. So that's why you haven't actually seen them throw a shuriken out. This is going to be a problem now. There we go. That was more or less the way that you deal with that sumo wrestler. You kind of have to get the timing right and kind of have to... Because he charges you at regular intervals, at timed intervals. As far as I can tell, it's just timed intervals. You just have to get the timing right, and when you realize that he's about to charge you, just back off so he doesn't charge into you. And then you can either dash through him or just back off. Unfortunately, that got the ball to hit the ground. But oh well, we're still here. I am still here. All right, that wasn't too bad. And here we go. Wow, 12 enemies. Final stage before the final boss. But it's not too bad. Because again, as long as you can get these enemies to come down one at a time, you can usually manage them. I would like to have more than just 2 points of health for this. I'm probably going to die and have to restart this stage. But let's see how it goes. Yeah, I got... Bad coordination. I mean, I got killed by a purple guy, which is like the simplest and lowest enemy in the game. But yeah, that was just bad coordination on my part. Why am I? Yeah, I'm just too distracted. I think I'm just too distracted. Too much stuff going on here at once. Got all this shurikens flying down. Wow, this is really bad. This is really bad. Okay, well, I got one of my health points back. Maybe we'll still survive. Let's see. Oh, sumo wrestler is coming down. And I lost a point of health because the ball hit the ground, but that's okay. We still got 3 points of health, and we're down to only 5 enemies. So I think we can still manage this. I think we can still... save this. Here we go. This guy's coming down now. Alright. 3 left. We can do this, right? Yeah, we can do this. We can do this. Oh no. Problematic when they come down in such a way that there's no space behind them, but you have to get behind them to hit the ball. That was the problem there. Alright, here we go. Okay, cool, made it. Alright, and now we are about to see Stage 5. This is the Dokuro Master. So yeah, we have to, as usual, we have to... Wah. So he throws a giant... In this stage, he throws a giant shuriken down at you, which is obviously... hazardous to your health. Oh no. Okay, I'm down to 1 health point. Let's see how we do here. So basically the way this guy works is, yeah, so he's throwing skulls, so you just have to dodge these skulls and go between those skulls, and then go between those skulls, and go between those skulls, and dodge... Oh. A skull touched me. Okay. That was bad. Alright, let's try one more time. Continue from boss 5-5. So, like I said, I seem to recall that I defeated this guy once, and then I think the real final boss is a boss rush. He's basically a boss who exemplifies or exhibits properties of all the 5 bosses before that. So... you've pretty much already seen everything the game has to offer at this point. I think you've pretty much seen everything that there is in the game at this point. Now it's just... Now it's all over but the winning. Alright, that helps. Alright, so you just have to dodge these skulls. Like, it shouldn't be that hard. I don't know why I died on this last time. It shouldn't be super difficult. Just have to dodge between the skulls like that. Make sure you don't touch them. And yeah, and then sometimes he pauses to throw these shurikens at you. And yeah, only one of those, see the one that's lit up is the one that you can actually shoot at. The others are just like decoys, you can't actually harm them, I guess. So, oh, what's he doing now? Oh, now he's exhibiting the properties of the other, okay, so he's already doing that. He's already exhibiting properties of the other bosses. Is this the final stage? I feel like I might have beaten this once before, but I can't remember now. Did I beat this before? Or am I just imagining that? I don't know, man. This is actually not going too badly. But, so I just need to kill that flower and this paper crane, and that's it, yeah. So then we can just keep hitting this guy. Okay, this is actually... I'm close now. I'm actually pretty close now. There we go. Okay, we actually beat the Dokuro Master. So what happens now? I guess that's the Ninja Master. Now, how does this guy work? Yeah, okay, so he throws... So, I mean, really what I need to do is just... Yeah, okay. Okay. Sorry, that's just a little too crazy for me. I have no idea what to do there. That was... I'm just going to go ahead and... Wait, how do I pause? Oh, there we go. Press space to pause. So that was Shadow Break. Pretty cool game. I mean, honestly, it's a fun little game. You can see I played through it in about 40 minutes, or a little more than 40 minutes. If you want more challenge, obviously you can play on the normal difficulty instead of the easy difficulty, but this is challenging enough for me. I like this game. It's a simple little fun game. There's nothing to it except the gameplay. There's no huge setup. There are no cinematics. It's just about playing the game, and it's kind of an original concept. It combines Arkanoid with, you know, something like Shinobi or whatever. So it's just a really cool little game. Just a really cool little sort of combination of genres, like kind of a crossover kind of game which combines different styles of gameplay, and it does it really well. And it runs really well. It's really fun to play. Like I said, I really like the difficulty curve as well, because it's challenging, but it's not too challenging. So yeah, Shadow Break. Check it out if you're interested in what you saw. I hope that you've enjoyed watching, folks. Take care of yourselves, and I will talk to you all later in a future video. Until then, arigato!